I know that it is a huge claim, and this is not a clickbait. And in fact, it might be scarier than you thought. When you are an intelligent person, you would tend to have high standards. You know what emotional compatibility is. You can detect red flags beforehand, you what you do is simply over analyze every single thing, and it is not bad, in fact. But what becomes hard is that finding a partner who meets all of the criteria that we met. And there are so many more. Nowadays it is not just about having high communication skills or compatibility or loyalty anymore. Now you gotta have them all. Otherwise, you know that you wouldn't be able to live together and last forever. That's why like we have seen so many people they broke up nowadays, even though we know that they love each other so much. Like today I happened to see Loki MC. He's if you guys don't know him, he's a famous fitness influencer. He just broke up with his girlfriend. And the reason why I mentioned about him is that he is deemed as perfect relationship, his relationship with his girlfriend, but technically this is already an ex. And many people look up to him and thinking that real love exists, which it does, but simultaneously it also destroys so many people hope, because their relationship looks so good, it looks surreal, they could be cringe together, and they love each other so much. They have high levels of communication, and they know all of their basic communication skills, and they are really mature. They have like I'm speaking on their behalf here, but outwardly, let me put it this way. It is not like they're gonna cheat on each other or anything, but they still broke up. I'm sure that they have their own reason. And it also provokes me to think that whether real love even exists. Like genuinely, this is not something that I just came up with, but it is really hard in this generation because, for example, right, you've been together with someone, and then one day you outgrew your partner, and then that could already be a breakup deal. Like seriously, like nowadays, like just something that is, I don't know, it is about your priorities, I guess. And that's why people easily break up than like higher than people in the past. People in the past, they're not even compatible, like seriously. And they simply are together and then like have kids and then buy a house and just live like that forever, and it is fine. But what people nowadays value is self-happiness, right? You calculate the ROI, and we often detect some possibilities, even though you know that your partner is loyal, but you know that there is still a possibility that your partner will cheat on you. So subconsciously, you just emotionally guard from your partner. And the reason why most people they broke up, it is because there would be something that misaligns with their mutual values, or like something that you have been tolerating about that issue for a while, even if it is solvable, but if you're done with it, you're just gonna break up. And one of the main reasons is that it is because of social media. And the reason why I said is because social media, it shows us what is possible, endless options in modern dating. So it makes commitment feel less stable and more temporary, because you know that, okay, this partner is not that good, and I know that many people in social media that I have seen, they're still way better than her, then maybe I would find that person in the future too. So you just didn't try your best or easily give up, because you know that like there are like 8 billion people out there, and you know that probably like 1 million of them at least are more compatible with you than your current partner. So you're just gonna break up with your partner, so because it is easier. That's why, like, think about it, and most of the time, like, intelligent people, they feel alienated because they rarely feel fully understood by others. Like, there's so many things in their head. Even if they try to express it, people who are average, they're not gonna grasp it, even like a tiny piece of it. The only one who can see through deception is only the wise ones, which is you. And you know that when you can't be yourself with your partner, then you start thinking that maybe like I should just be with myself forever. Off like just it might be a better option, since if I'm being with my partner and she doesn't understand me anyway, and I just give myself more problems to solve in a relationship that it does not benefit me. So that's why intelligent people, they would just break up, simply like there are too many things in their head. And social media also plays a big role in finding the real love, or even defining their real love. Like, seriously, like I bet you to name, like not name, like I bet you to define what love really is in the comment. And even if you can define it, seriously, are you ever gonna find it? Said it easier than done, and we know that even if you find one, trust me, you probably will have some flaws or imperfections or insecurities that are still hidden, and it will be visible only when you are in a relationship that challenges those insecurities. And if it hasn't come, then you wouldn't be able to be aware of it genuinely. Sometimes, like, when you are alone, you've been single for years, you think that now you are good enough to be with someone, but you don't know until you actually get one and see how it goes, and you would understand why I said that love is not easy to find anymore. But my point is not it is not easy to find, but what love really is really unknown, like, and undefinable. Like, I feel like I don't know anything about love anymore. Like, I know about, you know those, like, what is the word, bare minimum, like actions and stuff, but those things solely would not help your relationship to last forever. I promise you. There are so many variables that you have to put on your table, and even if one is missing, that could already be a breakup deal. Like, that's why I'm telling you, like, it is not the same as in the past anymore. And it makes me question whether should love just be staying by each other side forever, and just simply like that, because at least it lasts forever, right? Or does it have to be this sophisticated, and like, you are an intelligent person, but it is still not easy for you to find it, and to you, like, it is hard to really find a person who you would be able to invest in, right? Because nowadays what people reward is toxic relationship, hookup culture. I don't know, it is full of vices, and when you are a virtuous person, you just can't stand it. That's why there's so many barriers that you have to overcome to find the right person. Which is why, like, I'm telling you right now that it is extremely difficult, to the point where the line between difficult and impossible is really, really thin. And after watching love become algorithms, situationships, performance, or emotional self-protection, I start wondering what even is love anymore in their modern age. I don't even know. Like, seriously, you can be with someone for 8 years and just break up simply because, like, there is a part of them that triggers you, or something. Like it could be something that objectively looks superficial, but to you it can be like a big deal, and that could simply be a breakup deal. I genuinely wish that in the soon future we would be able to fix this modern dating standard problems. And like I really want like all of you to think about it. And if you have anything or opinions about love, just comment on down below. I will read it. Thank you for watching.